Hi guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Shelby. This is True North Budgets. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you for returning. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. She is apparently having a moment. I don't know what her deal is. She just is whining. I don't know. I just got home from the store a little bit ago, so I don't know what she's whining about. But anyways, this is going to be my cash stuffing for week 4 of May. I'm actually cash stuffing a little bit early because we are going out of town this weekend well, not this weekend, but on Friday, and have just kind of a busy weekend. So I wanted to get my filming done early so that I could get these videos out, have them edited and ready to go. But anyways, we are going to be stuffing, this is my teller slip. See if I can get that in frame for you guys. I made this myself, although I am redesigning this. So this is not quite listed on my Etsy shop, but it will be as a physical copy. It would be laminated so you can erase all of the permanent marker on here. But this says $487. This was just because I had $3 bills at home already that needed to go back to the bank, but then I was pulling money out of the bank, so I just took 3 ones out of my total. So really we're cash stuffing $490 today. So let's go ahead, pull my cash out. This is my little cash pouch that I've been using, and give us oh, I don't have my cash tray. Give me just a quick second and let me get that. I'll fan this out so I can grab a thumbnail while I grab my cash tray. So I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, we should be good. And I should have been able to get my thumbnail out of that. So let's go ahead and give this account. I don't think my teller faced everything when he gave it to me, so I will probably have to adjust things, but we have 152.50, 70, 90, 310, 30, 50, 70, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. So 490 is what we have. I need to scooch everything up. Okay. Got my setup adjusted a little bit so I don't have to reach quite as far. Go ahead and get all of this cash put in our tray here. How is everyone's weekend going? I hope it's going wonderful. You guys have fun plans? I know it's Memorial Day weekend. Do you have any traditions that you guys usually do? I know in one of my previous videos I was like, yeah, it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, but my dates are so far off. I just feel very out of sorts. Like, things have just been so crazy that I can't even fathom what week of the month or what day of the month it is. So I looked at the calendar and realized, oh, it most definitely is Memorial Day this weekend. I don't think have too much going on. We have to go out of town on Friday. Tanner's my fiance. He needs to go do his measurements for his tux rental, and we are taking my dad with us so that he can also do his measurements for his tux rental. So we have to do that this weekend, and then other than that, we might do a barbecue if it's nice. We typically go out with my family and put flowers on family members' gravestones. But other than that, that's kind of all that we do for our Memorial Day. It is also graduation weekend, so it's going to be probably pretty busy in town. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to be looking at my little planner sheet, my paycheck breakdown, which is my, you guys would have seen in my budget with me video that I just posted. So I'm gonna be looking at that off to the side so I know how much to put in each binder and in each envelope. So we'll go ahead and start off with high priority. That is my white binder here. Beef is getting skipped. It currently has 5. Business, however, is getting 21. Whoops. 20 and 1. So we now have 25, 26, 20, or goodness, 25, 26, and 27. I don't know. That's probably right. Okay. I need to make a label for this envelope, but business currently has 27. Clothes is getting skipped. I believe it has 4. This envelope is broken. Yes, 4 in clothes. Date night is getting skipped. I'm trying to pull out some of these yellow sticky notes because I just don't love them. And they're really old. So date night's getting skipped. It is empty. Emergency is also empty and getting skipped. Gym has 110 and it is I'm not going to worry about taking that one to the bank just because we will have to pay that on June 13th. So it's just going to hang out in our envelope. It is technically a bill, but I do cash stuff for it because it's one that I budget for every single month and we pay it quarterly. Household is empty and getting skipped. Taxes, however, is getting stuffed. It is getting 45. 20, 40, and 5. I filmed another video this morning and it was, it's currently Wednesday for me right now. When I filmed this morning, it was so sunny and gorgeous, and now the wind is picking up and it's kind of loud. So I apologize if you are hearing any of that. But in taxes now, we have $100 in the bank. This is a placeholder. So this represents a $100 bill that was in the envelope, but I pulled it out and stuck it in my high yield savings account. So we have 100 in the bank, 200, 20, 40, 65, 66. So 266 in taxes. I also made this placeholder, and again, I am redesigning them because I don't like the size that they turned out to be. I wish that they were just a little bit bigger to match the size of a bill. But if you guys like the little size, let me know, and I will keep that design and still probably add the bigger design. But that's it for taxes. Toiletries is getting skipped, and it has 25, 26, 27, 28 in toiletries. And then travel is our last envelope, and it is getting skipped as well. I think it has 3. Yes, we have $3 in travel. So that will do it for high priority. Let's go ahead and do, whoops. Scooch my little plant over. Let's do low priority next. There's not very many in here that are getting stuffed, just a couple. Electronics is one of them. We will, oh goodness, these envelopes. We will be stuffing electronics, and it is going to get 14. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 28 in electronics. Furniture is empty and being skipped. Hosting is empty and being skipped. Sam's Club has 100, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and is being skipped. Self-care is being skipped, but it has 20. And then my spending money, I am getting stuffed. I'm getting a 10. So now I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 in my personal spending money. Tanner and I each have an envelope of spending money that we can spend on anything, no questions asked. We don't need to discuss that purchase with each other. Not really that any of our purchases need to be discussed with each other, but just like big purchases, we typically talk about those ahead of time and make sure that we're both on board. It's something that we actually need, not just something that we frivolously want. But Tanner's getting $10 as well. So he now has 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 44. He's a little bit less spendy than I am. I have a pretty hefty addiction to coffee stand coffee. So that's usually what my spending money gets spent on. That'll do it for low priority though. The next binder is my holiday binder, and I'm not stuffing anything in that. And then it goes to my Christmas binder. Then it goes to my Christmas binder, also not being stuffed. The 5th binder is my medical binder, and we are stuffing one envelope in here. This is a binder that I have not made my labels for yet. And I'm contemplating, you know what you guys think I should do? Should I make them match all the other binders? Because all of my other binders do match as far as having the silver vinyl on the front of the zippered envelopes, or because I need to make some, well, I can just show you. Let me grab my wallet. We're gonna have to stuff that. Anyways, so I made these inserts for my wallet that don't have the binder, the ring holes on them. And I'm wanting to make some that do have ring holes. So do I have this binder match the rest of my binders and do the vinyl, and then just make some samples of the ringed zipperless envelopes? Or do I make zipperless envelopes with the rings for this binder specifically? Let me know what you guys think I should do in the comments. But we're gonna skip back to vitamins is what is being stuffed, and I believe that's this one. Yes, I need to stick this on the outside. So vitamins is getting 18, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we now have 10, 25, 30, 1, 2, and 33 in vitamins. This is for, so Tanner takes some vitamins every single day, and then I am very sporadic about when I take vitamins, but these are our daily vitamins, like our multivitamin, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B. Any immunity type vitamins that we need to take would come out of this category. And that is it for health. There's a couple other, I don't know all of my categories, and I think I'm actually short an envelope in here. I think I miscounted. I know I have copays, which would be like if we go to the doctor and we have a copay, we would use that. Our deductible is like our home medical deductible. I know we're saving for dental visits and optical visits. And then we have over-the-counter items, which is like Band-Aids, Tylenol, ibuprofen, anything like that. Then we have pharmacy. That's any of our prescriptions that have to be picked up at the pharmacy. Supplements is any, so I take pre-workout for the gym, and then I also take creatine on the days that I work out. And occasionally I take like collagen supplements. So things like that, that's like supplements to our health. And then our vitamins are those vitamins that I mentioned earlier. So that is it for medical. The next binder I have is my pet binder, and that one is not being stuffed. And then Get Ahead is a binder for us to get a month ahead on our bills. We are not currently working on that process, but I have the binder ready for when we are able to work on that. Last up for my little binders is going to be car maintenance. This is another one that I don't have labels made for. So we have car care. That's like car washes, anything we need to clean the inside of our car, detailing if we wanted to get that done. Our deductible is our insurance deductible. insurance is to be able to save up to pay our insurance 6 months in full, because you do get a little bit of a discount by doing that. Right now we just pay monthly though. And then a new car envelope, that's just to save up for a new car. Oil changes, we actually do our own oil changes. So Tanner's dad has a lift in his garage, so we are able to take our cars over to his house, lift them up, and do the oil changes ourselves. So this is just to buy the supplies at the store to do those. Registration is for both of our registration fees. Tanner's was paid. His parents actually helped us out with that because his registration was due right when I was laid off from my job back in February. So they helped us out and we're paying them back in small increments. Mine, however, is due at the end of May. So right now we are taking a pause on paying them back so we can make sure that I have the amount that is needed for my registration. I am a delivery driver for Spark, so that is Walmart delivery, and I'm required to have valid car registration for those to be eligible to do deliveries. So I have to make sure that my car is registered. That is my main source of income right now. So that's very, very important to us. We want to make sure that we're there. So right now we have 300 in the bank, and then we are adding 24. Okay, so now in cash we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 68, 20, 40, 50, yeah, 68 in cash. So 368 is our total. I need about 418 is about what I'm going to save to. And then we will kind of go from there, adjust as far as where all of my car maintenance money is going. So that's registration, 368. Repairs currently has, I think, like $3 in repairs. And then the last category is for new tires. And that is it for car maintenance. Last up, but certainly not least, is our wedding fund. This binder is a big one. Make sure we're in frame still. There's just a couple categories being stuffed in here. Bride is being skipped, but there is, let's see if there's anything even in bride. I don't think there is. No, bride is empty. Decor is empty and being skipped. Favors is empty and also being skipped. Food, however, is getting 10, and that's going to go into drinks. And everything else is empty. So drinks will go back there. And then gifts is getting 50. So I guess I should add a 10. Gifts is getting 50. There's currently 5, 6, 7, 8 in the girls, so that's my bridesmaid gifts. The guys has 15. Crew is empty. The guys is Tanner's groomsmen, and then crew is the people that are helping with our wedding. So that is the owner of the property that we're having our ceremony and reception at. It's a close family friend. She is not letting us pay her for the venue itself, so we are getting her a gift. And then our officiant isn't charging anything, so we're also getting him a thank you gift. And then our flower girl and ring bearer are included in crew. The flower girl and ring bearer could have also been put in family because it's my niece and nephew, but that's just kind of how we chose to break it up. Crew is empty, family is empty. Bride is empty, and then groom is getting this 50. So groom got 50, it now has 50, 71, and 72. And that is it for gifts. Groom is getting stuffed Tanner's tux is empty. His ring is empty and has already been paid for. Shoes is empty. Hair is empty. And clothes is empty. But, oh, no, groom is not getting skipped or stuffed. Groom is skipped. Okay. Miscellaneous is skipped and is empty. Stationery, I believe, is also empty. We've bought the majority of our stationery. We are kind of getting towards the end of our little spending. Tips, I know for sure, is empty. As we're getting so close to our date, we get married in August, and all of the little things have pretty much all been purchased. I'm very type A, so I'm trying to be very organized. Vendors is getting 16, and that's going into our flowers. 16. So we have 10, 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 in vendors. And that's in flowers. Our other vendors do not have anything in them. However, our DJ is being paid by my parents, and our photographer is also being paid by my parents. And then honeymoon has $145. So we currently have $300 in our wedding fund. Last up is going to be my wallet. I normally start with this, so I feel a little backwards, but so I have my envelopes here. I am going to take out my receipts and scan those into my Fetch Rewards apps, as well apps. I see that plural, like there's more than one Fetch Rewards. My Fetch Rewards app, as well as a couple other cashback apps that I use. I use Receipt Pal, Receipt Hog, and Receipt Jar. And then I also use an app called Pogo. So I will scan my receipts into all of those. And then we will go ahead and get these stuffed. So gas is going to get 32, 20, 30, 1 and 2. Oh. So now in gas we have 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 47 in gas. Again, these are those zipless cash envelopes that I handmade. They are live on my Etsy shop. They are custom. You can get a single envelope, or you can get a set of 3, 6, or 10, I believe. And then groceries is going to get 200. I actually did that in a 100 and 250s. And there's currently 5 in here right now, so there's just 205. The reason I made these this way is because my wallet is not an actual cash binder wallet. It's just a regular wallet, so I wanted to be able to just set my envelopes in my wallet. And then eating out is the last one. It is going to get this last 20. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, 2045 in eating out. In car maintenance, I'm actually stuffing a total of 44, but I broke that up a little bit so that I could get a car wash. So my wallet is all set. I'm going to pull car maintenance back out, and this last 20 is going to go into car care. I had to go on a delivery yesterday out in the country, and it was raining yesterday, and it was so muddy. The ground was so soft that I was sinking into it as I was walking. It was so muddy. So my car is caked in mud, and I really want to get that off of my paint so it doesn't get scratched. So I was intending to put the full 44 into registration, but I really need to get a car wash. It's not 20 to get a car wash. I think it's like anywhere from 13 to 15 depending on the wash that you get. But I had already taken the cash out of the bank when I decided to split things up. So I just put a full 20 in there, and we'll just leave the leftover. I'm sure that Tanner will be wanting a car wash at some point soon. His car is his baby. So That is not a problem to have extra money in there. That is actually going to wrap up this week's cash stuffing, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, let's see, what could we do? If you're able to, let's leave a dinosaur emoji in the comments if you guys made it all the way to the end. But that is going to wrap things up today. I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.